Welcome to Peep Game TV. Live at 5 presents. I got a story to tell. And this I want to make clear and give what I call my non-disclaimer is, first of all, I don't dislike white people. I don't dislike black people. I don't dislike Hispanic, Asian, Chinese, whatever. I love all people. Now, I got a story to tell. It starts off with a young brother at 9 years old moving from one side of the city to the other. And coming from a side of the city where I want to say that he grew into an individual that was kind of hard, kind of fast, and he came to what we call from Governor Street to 17th Ave. And by the time this individual came to 17th Ave at 9 years old, he was already having sex. He'd already been exposed to drugs, where he was sniffing glue with his older brother. So at 9 years old, this individual was already having something like an adult mentality. So he met this other young guy, and this other young guy was a church-going individual. Matter of fact, he belonged to the Jehovah's Witness, and he was a little laid back and timid. But for some reason, the other young guy from Governor Street took a liking to him and basically took him under his wing. And this guy was shy, reserved, but the guy from Governor Street was outgoing, liked the women, and had a nice little hand game. He could fight. So these two became best friends, and they're still friends today, some 40-something years later. And I'm not giving the names purposely, because as you come and check out the story, you'll learn actually who the individuals are and how they now still play a part in each other's lives. So these two young individuals hanging out, meeting, getting to know girls. And remember, the other one was a church-going guy. And not that the one from Governor Street didn't have exposure to church. It was just that his exposure to other things superseded, I would say, the influence of the church. So for him, he was what you would say more like a young gangster, or what you would say a young thug or a young wolf, something in that nature. But now these two individuals began to hang out, get to know each other. And as I said, they started messing with girls. Remember, the other one was real afraid. So the one from Governor Street had to kind of nudge him and push him to get him to start talking to girls. And not only did these two guys end up talking to girls, these two guys at 9 years old began having sex with girls at 9 years old. Now, at the time, they didn't, think at least the one from Governor Street, he didn't think anything was wrong with it. I'm not sure what the Jehovah's Witness young fella thought. But that's the end of the story for now. Tune in next week to Live at 5, presented by Peep Game TV. I got a story to tell for the rest of the story. Till then, peace, love, prosperity, and happiness.